You're sitting in your room chilling, and then you just fucking like end up choking.
Almost
your
dies.
spit.
Like,
You're
right. It's like I just tried.
You're sitting there like fucking Magikarp, like fucking giant, just
But we are the evolution of podcasts, because this is episode 24 of the Rolling Podcast.
See, next time I'm sitting next to you, I can't fucking handle this anymore.
Just stay quiet.
You don't know what the bits are though.
Yeah, you have no idea, mate.
So like,
I'm just a wizard. Abracadabra, doo-doo-doo.
That's the Robinson's Delicious advert.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That is.
yeah,
Fucking,
the little fruity
Yeah.
eyes
There we go.
dancing about.
Do you remember Winders, by the way? How good were they?
They get banned in my
Yes.
school.
Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, they were so good.
Why? Right, I want to hear the story. Why were Winders banned in your school?
The Roundtree's fruit
Yeah,
winders.
yeah.
Yes. So you remember the consistency of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
Do you
very
remember
rubbery.
those fucking gelatinous like rubber fucking hands?
Mhm.
Yeah, people were basically doing that with winders. So winders got like, so the rubber hands got the little sticky hands that you could fucking like pull people's like paper after. I mean, or
Yeah.
what happened in West Primary Schools, you'd stick them on the fucking ceiling and the Janny would gaff his nut. So people were basically doing that with winders, and you'd slap somebody in the face in class. So by the time teacher turned around, you were like, so they got banned in my school. A lot of shit got banned in my primary. Beyblades, Pokemon
Yeah.
cards, like loads of it.
That doesn't surprise
We got
me.
banned for
but
playing. We got banned for playing British Bulldog in the
Yeah,
playground and shit.
I think
Yeah.
that got
Every
banned in a lot of
school
places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get banned from playing that.
I was a
mad.
big kid, so
We
I
weren't-
was always.
we weren't allowed to take our swords to school anymore. That was fucking.
Oh,
that was a big one.
what?
Yeah.
Wait, were you brought up in the 17th century?
Deadly? No, it's fucking just Paisley, mate.
Just Paisley. Not bad. But anyway,
Yeah,
we are
which
coming.
basically is in the 17th century.
It is, yeah, but we are coming to you, quote unquote,
Live!
from the Variety Bar basement dwellings here on the fine Socket Hall Street.
Yes, indeed.
What delights have you been entertaining yourself with? Or are you coked
So,
up on the meds?
Fucking nothing much has changed since the last episode. I'm off the big super meds that they gave me.
Super meds.
I had it was a codriminol, which is a light opiate, and I was stoned out my tits.
A light opiate.
A light
okay.
opiate, yeah. But sadly, the hospital visit for this surgery wasn't as fun as the last one. A nurse was there that was at the last one
Okay.
and was like hovering about to see if I was like hitting out with like the
Yeah.
same kind of shit. But I
Couldn't
just
say
slept
anything
this time.
funny.
I just KO'd.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you were a little funnier last time." I was like, "Well, I don't remember anything." But yeah, I've been doing not much. I've done a lot of admin to get the last run of rollweight events sorted for
Yeah.
the rest of the year.
Yep.
Fucking get yourself along to those if you've not fucking seen
Get in
already.
Discord.
Get in the fucking Discord. And for whatever reason, I'm on a massive Wild West kick.
Ooh.
Maybe
after the previous
here,
pod. Or
maybe-
not the previous pod, but the previous
I was going
pod.
to say, maybe it's due to one of my handsome pals getting me a Wild West inspired TTRPG.
Oh, wrong button.
So,
I'm pushing buttons!
just buttons, so
I have too much power.
yeah,
Too much
I-
power. And that's just these.
I think I've played nearly fucking 40 hours of Red Dead.
Yeah,
2.
you were saying that in the
Wow.
Discord.
Can't stop.
Yeah.
Rewatched the
What
whole
a
season.
game.
The whole season of Godless. I watched American Primeval. That was fucking class.
Ooh.
And I've been told, I've still not done it yet. Sorry, Benny. I know you've told me a bunch to pick up fucking Deadwood and get that watched because I've still never seen it.
Deadwood's good.
Apparently, it's
Ian
very much.
McShane's
Yeah, I
in
didn't know
it.
Ian McShane was in it.
What was
I like Ian McShane.
what was the one that was very Deadwood like that was it was like a company that ran like
Westworld.
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 That's what I'm thinking.
Season 1 was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, season
Yeah.
one was
Very
great. I
good.
didn't see any of the rest of it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Not worth it.
But seeing as you've just heard his silky smooth tones, we do still have Jules in the house.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Jules.
Stepping in for the wonderful Greg Watt. I realised in the last episode we were so excited about our guest.
Mhm.
We didn't actually do proper intros.
We didn't.
We didn't.
We just we
That's
went straight
fair.
into like that one's
That
not
was-
failed.
That was a cracking episode, guys. Holy shit.
And just chatted shit.
Yeah.
And then we're like, actually, we've got a guest. And
Yeah,
just didn't. So,
that's true.
yeah, I am Greg C. I
Yes.
am the East Coast variant of the Greg Squared Unit,
Mhm.
the executive assistant to the executive producer of the podcast, the general shithouse of this podcast, your visual and audio editor, and your best pal that loves space.
Mhm.
I am a Scipio Africanus, a general of the Roman legions and hammer of New Carthage. So I'm Connor. I'm one of the Connors row it.
Laura,
Hi, guys.
gonna
Pax Imperialis.
shut the fuck up.
I am from this century. I am Laura. Hi there.
You are the
other co-owner of the podcast
And-
and the centre role yet. I'm not very good at introducing myself, people.
So we've only been doing this for like 6 months. It's fine. You'll get used to it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And then Jules, I suppose now that you've bathed your debut and you've now had this is your third, your hat trick, you now are allowed to pick yourself a moniker.
Yes.
Title.
For every 3 podcasts you get to
Yeah.
add a moniker, which is why mine is so fucking long.
I'm Jules, DM extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
fan.
fab.
It's almost like we stole that word from you, but you know, whatever. It's like what's the English word for extraordinaire?
What's French for bonjour?
Exactly.
Ow! Oh fuck!
You've seen that live and in person.
Yeah, you watch too much. I'm laughing. Yeah, fucking hell. Oh, dearie me.
Don't put
you
your
silly.
don't force
You're
yourself
silly,
to put
silly.
your.
I'm watching me fucking injure myself again. Have we got how's the Nat 20s, Nat 1s of this week?
Yeah.
I'm kind of boring. My Nat 20 is just quite nice and wholesome. So we've heard me mention my fantastic, if not a little bit mental mother before. On
Big up.
big up,
Trisha.
Trisha Fallon. She is class.
She is a fucking hero.
She's
you
amazing.
rip her fucking senseless.
But fair dues. Like you've heard some of the fucking stuff we deal with. Because me and Laura fucking have got ourselves a flat. We'll hopefully be moving in soon. My mum has went out and bought like everything that we need. But like shit,
That's
I didn't
amazing.
think about ironing boards.
Yeah.
Do you mean like stuff like
an
that?
island,
Plural.
island board.
Yeah, one
We
for
only need one of them.
No, one per room.
You know what I mean? You
Oh, right, okay.
fucking anyway, like stuff that I didn't think about. I definitely didn't
yeah.
think about ironing boards. I didn't think of like cheese graters.
Oh yeah.
Like this dumb shit that I'd never
Plural.
fucking thought about.
Sieves.
Do I love yourself?
I mean, here's the fun thing
That's
is
fine.
that.
They're my cheese graters now. Right.
Wow, we're already drawing lines. He's
That's
not
it.
even moved in yet. Ooh, big bad Fallon.
Anyway, she has bought us lots of really cool shit
Love
that I
it.
didn't
Big up.
even think about at all, like
Yeah.
air fryer, microwave, all that kind of fun stuff.
Smoke detector.
Smoke detectors, all that kind of cool shit.
I mean,
Carbon
Your flat
monoxide
should come with one,
detector.
It
surely.
definitely does.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
they not come as part of like. I know we're getting into big adult chat.
It's part
here,
of the
but-
safety checks you got to do,
Yeah.
like the home report and stuff.
Yeah,
so
did they not already
yeah.
have them? Yeah,
They definitely do. It's just whatever,
Might be
para.
the old one.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
But
Oh,
no-
you mean like the ones that aren't interconnected and
Yeah.
stuff?
But no,
yeah,
it's super exciting, and we're super excited. It's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Good. That'd be fun.
But it's shit. And obviously this is coming from my relatively man-childy fucking experience of just being stuck at home with my parents forever. But it's shit
Yeah.
I just never thought about.
yeah.
Like
it's
Brian was saying to us the other day, like, oh, be prepared to worry about having a roof.
Yes.
Like I've
Oh,
never had to think
I hate
about a fucking
that.
roof before.
The boiler.
Like, sitting
The
there
attic,
in the
the
wind,
boiler,
and
yeah.
when it was windy as fuck, like wincing, like, oh fuck, how much is that going to
the
cost me?
windies, the gate. Aye. Oh yeah.
So
Oh
that's
god, and because it's a listed building as well.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
it's a
Spenny.
112-year-old building, so it's fucking solid.
So
So that's my Act 20. It's very boring, very humdrum, and very adulty, but there we
Yeah.
go. What about
Nice.
yourselves? Anything else? Are we just sharing that
I-
one? Me and you?
I went to the arcade part of arcade for the first time. Laura was there.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
that was great.
Shout out our beautiful pals in arcade.
Hell yeah.
We played Worms. We played Mario Kart. It was all great.
I got so close to completing Octodad.
Yeah, within the night,
Within
like you
an
played
hour.
2
Yeah.
hours of it.
Oh, did you
That-
do
played it for
the
like 2
3 hour?
Yeah.
overs?
Mm.
We booked for like the first half, and like we were all just having too much fun. And we were
Yeah.
like,
Worms
okay,
is
okay,
Worms is one of those
another
games I think I'm good at.
Right.
Yeah.
Every-
Play it someday.
Every memory I've got of Worms, I'm like, I'm fucking really good at Worms, yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I play it, I'm like, I'm dog meat. Like, I'm so fucking bad. But I always think, like, oh yeah, banana bombs, I know what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
don't. I
No,
really
it's
don't
good,
at all.
Yeah.
Last match I was playing 1-on-1 versus Andrew because everyone else was dead.
Mhm.
I was like, I'll get
Yeah.
him, I'll get him. Threw
Yeah.
a grenade at my feet and then jumped
Way.
to avoid it and died.
The amount of
Oh,
times
no.
I've, because we
I kept telling
we
myself
we should definitely do it on the Discord sometimes. By the way, if you're not in the Discord,
join the
Get-
Discord.
Get in the Discord.
we were playing Worms a bunch of times. But what happens is because you're a bunch of shiftless, useless bastards. Also, the best community I could ever have the pleasure of being in charge of, kind of. You gang up on me
Oh, well,
Nah.
yeah, of
and
course.
drown all my fucking worms. So
Nah.
I'm deed like 3 rounds into the
Nah.
game, and I need to sit and watch you
Nah.
cunts have fun. Oh,
Do you know what? The only way that I would believe that people actively pick on you is by playing Among Us and folk voting you
So,
out first.
I'm not.
You've triggered something.
Yeah, I mean, I found a new Halo. Yeah,
Don't trigger him, his eyeball will pop out.
Genuinely need to watch the fucking eye.
yeah, I know.
So I'm gonna.
I feel like I'm playing Pop-Up Pirate
I'm
every
gonna
time I
take-
talk to him.
Yeah.
Just like, how many things can I poke into him? How many things can I mention
take a
before
deep
it sets
breath.
off?
So you've just, because when I used to play with Dando and Sidey and all that during
Yeah.
lockdown, that's exactly what they did.
Picked on you.
They'd be like, "Oh, Fallon's the killer," and they'd vote me out first, and every fucking time. And I think I was the killer like once,
Yeah.
and they did it all the time. Like, round starts, hit the button, it's Fallon. I'm like, "What the fuck?" All the time. So I don't fucking play it anymore, Greg. So cheers. That's a raw fucking wound to pick up. I'm gonna be quiet for a wee bit. Fucking.
Look at him now. You can see him sulk. You can straighten his phone.
Sulky.
Look at him.
For the Discord questions, right? This isn't as rude and cheeky as it looks. So.
I was
Very
on
good.
arcades first. Well, not first. They returned the Super Arcade Show.
You
cheated
were,
Which was great fun.
yeah.
That
Which
was
used to
very
be known as the Send News
Send
Podcast.
News
Send News podcast.
Fucking
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
You
so good,
cheated
man.
on his
So that means that
podcast.
you...
What?
You cheated on this one?
What?
No, because technically I was on the Super Arcade Show before this.
Mhm.
Aye.
And also my own 2 podcasts.
And we've had Andrew on here as well. So
Exactly.
Andrew was
So-
our first guest.
Yes, plus
Um,
they are very, 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 very good pals. And we love arcade.
We love them very
And I
much.
used to work there, so
You did. We have
yeah.
many interconnections of arcade, but yeah, go and check it out. You'll find it on all the
Yeah.
podcast platforms that you can find.
147 Salt Market.
Yeah,
Mhm.
getting a bit
Yeah,
yeah.
that'll be on YouTube. It'll be on all the podcast
Yep.
thingies. Apple Music.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Peter
if-
got very angry about with us about that. Is it called Apple Music? Where
I've
where there's
no-
Oh, it's
I
podcasts
have
Apple,
no
on
idea.
it?
Apple
Apple
Podcast or
Podcasts.
something
Oh, well,
like that.
there
yeah.
we go. I'm very sorry,
And
Peter.
the
If you listen to
Steve
this, I
Jobs
don't
one.
think you do.
And if you want to be in the audience, keep an eye on the arcade
Yes.
socials. You'll find out all the links for it, and you can join them in-house in the arcade
Yes.
while they record it.
Some live reaction goodness.
Yeah,
arcades.
good.
Yeah, from live from arcade, not from the variety bar basement dwellings
Mhm.
where we currently reside.
We are.
You'd struggle
Um,
to fit an audience in here.
You would.
It's true.
We could maybe get like 3 more skulls in here.
But it would not be comfortable.
No. I think, do you know what we should do? Just figure out like a way to get a live feed from here upstairs
Right.
and just put it on all the tellies they've got
Or a couple
upstairs.
of cameras or
That's it.
something.
There we
Aye.
go.
Just like pump it into the roadcaster, fire it up onto the tellies upstairs. And
That'd be
just,
funny because like, a lot of
you'd hear like the guffaw, like laughter and stuff.
Oh.
Like, oh, Fallon's
Or-
funny.
a lot.
People being like, "What the fuck is that?"
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Is like there's
Put
like
Pulp Fiction on.
there's a
I
lot
want to see the
of-
daughters.
there's a lot of like
Where are
people,
the marbles?
there's a lot of people that come here because they've been like coming to game nights and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And that would be funny for them, but then I'm just thinking like all the other folk that come into VB that would genuinely be like, who the fuck are these guys?
Well, I mean, if we get enough video content
That's
together,
That's it.
we could
Okay.
find ourselves on the screens.
Yeah.
So Jules, you had your arcade, you had your arcade podcast.
Mhm.
You had the host.
Yeah, lots of
Trisha Fallon.
sundry items that getting bought for us.
What about me?
What have you been up to?
What have I not been up to?
Trying not to
well,
kill her with it your work.
Actually, I have quite a wholesome one as well.
Good.
Ooh.
So I've talked about my home D&D group numerous times, and they are the absolute light of my life. And we had our Star Trek session on Friday, as we normally do. And the kind of stint that my character's been in is that he's quite stoic, quite sort of keeps to himself, kind of. He's very aloof, kind of. He's the XO, so like he kind of runs the crew, and he's very trusting of the crew. He believes in them wholeheartedly, but he of himself is not necessarily very believing, or not necessarily. It's not that he doesn't believe in his own abilities, but he's not very forward about putting himself unless it's keeping others from danger. He'll put himself in the fire first before anyone else, and then when they then have to do their thing, their jobs, he's very believing of them. But one of the NPCs, the chief of security, has been kind of flirting with him, and he, much like myself, is completely oblivious. Like, unless someone says, by the way,
Fuck, I remember those years.
oh, dude,
Oh my
it's
God.
been 35. So he eventually clicked like a few episodes back, and now they're back on Bajor, which is where he's from, and his mum's like part of the Vryn Assembly, which is like the holy kind of council that addresses the Kai and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Big Star Trek lore. I apologize, but he was on that planet, and she was like being flirty with him, like always in his back pocket, and he realized what was happening eventually after she got leathered by her mirror universe self, and was
Damn.
like, "Oh, that's why you came back, right?" So eventually plucked the courage up to say we should go and get drinks sometime. But the problem is that our chief medical officer is also from Bajor, and his mum was like, her mum, was like, no, you're all coming to dinner. So we had to all go to dinner. And obviously she sat next to my character and was like, are you okay? Because he was like in space, like different planet. And he's like, I'm fine physically.
Just fucking Wii menu music.
Yeah. And then she was like, no, but are you okay?
Dun, dun, dun.
And he was like, I don't understand the question. And then eventually says, who are you? And obviously playing the character, I'm like, he's like, I don't understand the question. And he's like, well, who are you? And it's like, well, I'm Ray Austrael. I'm the XO for the integrity. And she's like, no, but who are you out with that? And he has no idea. He has zero clue, like, who he is beyond what he is as an officer. So then they play this game where they're like, oh, well, so she like rhymes off all our interests, all that kind of stuff. All the other NPCs get involved, all the other player characters get involved. And it kind of hit me. I was like, I kind of don't know, like, if for as much as I do things and I have interests, I'm like, is that kind of it? Or is there more to me? It was kind of quite a light bulby moment for me.
Oh, okay.
And I think it is 100% my GM targeting me. Like, I know what they're like. They are brutal in how they target me emotionally. Because they like to get a rise out of me. They know that I'm a big crier in a lot of things. But when it comes to playing characters in RPGs, I don't. Except for one time when they got me with one of my first characters. And now it's their challenge to try and get me every campaign.
I know what it's like folk try to fucking get a rise at you anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah, but your rises are different. Mine's are wholesome. But yeah, so it was a nice little light bulb moment to think, cool, I need to kind of sit down and think about, like, who the fuck am I? Like, who am I as a person? Who am I beyond the kind of things that I do in work and stuff like that? So yeah, it was a nice little moment. So yeah, shout out to my JMG, they're the best, and all my home D&D party. They are brilliant.
That's super nice.
The chat that we had a couple of weeks ago, a couple of
episodes
ago,
yeah,
about how
back.
D&D is like, or TTRPGs just as a thing, or like they make people grow.
Yeah,
They
they're
help
very
people
evocative.
grow.
Totally.
Yeah, because you'll always find bleed. Like
Yeah.
it's always
Kind of helps you face parts of yourself.
It's impossible not to.
It's impossible not to.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, you'll always find a little bit. You might not be intentional, but you'll always find like you react certain ways.
Mhm.
100%. But yeah, I suppose that brings us nicely on to what our topic of the
Yes.
day. We're not gonna skip. We'll have some indie TTRPG picks in a bit, but we have, courtesy of our captain, our commander in chief, the communist hero of Rowit.
East Renfrewshire. West Renfrewshire.
I don't know which part you call under.
Foxbar.
Foxbar.
Here we
It
go.
is.
Down. Don't dox me.
Doxing yourself.
Yeah,
But not for long, because we're moving. Way.
Way.
And hell menge if you rock up at Trisha Fallon's house. Fucking.
She'll leathery eye.
But no,
Yeah,
I
purse is
thought.
full of pound coins.
Yeah, damn right. I thought it would be interesting to talk about CRPGs. So
AKA,
computer RPGs.
yeah,
Not
such as.
Chinese RPGs, like I thought.
Which is hysterical, fuck's sake, Laura.
That's funny.
Well, a JRPG, the Japanese RPG.
That's fair.
Well-
Actually, fair. Yeah.
But that's not like a term. Do you mean that's just saying like a BRPG for Brazilian RPGs? Not really.
I mean, it kind of
An,
is.
Could be.
RPG.
Regardless, you
French
railroady wee fuck.
my
Canadian
God.
RPGs.
I'm just going to stop talking.
Right.
Colombian.
Cantonese.
Cantonese.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
CRPGs.
CRPGs. Computer RPGs.
Yeah.
Most of us have played some of them, but it's,
Some of us have played most of them.
Some of us have played most of them, exactly.
I lived a very short life.
Fucking hell. We talk a lot about the creativity of like TTRPGs, especially the indie ones, because obviously indie picks like are a big thing like, on the
absolutely.
website stuff. We got lots of shit we're really interested about, stuff that we'll talk about later on, as well as like mechanically how different systems can be, thematically how different systems can be, and just like the kind of different messages that a lot of systems can be.
Absolutely, yeah.
So MD that's maybe a little bit confused at home right now, a CRPG, we're going to use the big one that everybody's heard of, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
That is a CRPG. I know some people are thinking like, well, like Fallout The Witcher, not really, they're more of an action RPG. A CRPG is something that has some sort of dice or random system going on either actively or behind the screens. I just thought that there's a couple that I know we've all sort of played that we could talk about that I think are important to mention, because I feel like we'd be doing a disservice for how much we talk about TTRPGs without mentioning like the digital sort of versions of them.
Yeah.
Because and also as a happy side effect, they're fantastic to sort of play if you can't get to like an IRL game or a system sort of recently as well. Fucking we can jim the camera. If you can see that, you can probably guess what the first one I'm going to talk about is.
Yeah.
And it is the ill-fated but beautiful and flawed masterpiece Disco Elysium by Zalm Studios in Estonia, who...
Oh,
They-
it's Estonian.
Yeah.
I thought it was French.
No.
Not at all.
Like,
Do they not speak French in Estonia though? In certain parts?
And in the same way that people speak French here.
No, as in like in the
No.
same way that they speak French in Canada.
No,
No, I don't think so, no.
A lot of
You
Russian, a lot of Finnish.
Maybe it's Finnish. I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. Well, it's
The French of Scandinavia.
Which I have to say this right,
right.
and this is a complete. I'm so sorry. I'm going to total tangent.
It's fine.
There's a really old clip of a Scottish football phone-in show where they're talking about goalkeepers. And they're like, oh yeah, why is Anthony Niemi, who used to play for Hearts, why is he not getting a game for Scotland? And the radio host says he's Finnish. He says, no, he's not Finnish, he's only 35. And it's so funny. As soon as somebody says Finnish, it's the first thing that pops in my head.
So
Fair.
I want to
Sorry.
talk about Disco Elysium, and we've all got CRPGs we've all sort of played,
Yeah.
because if you're in the Discord, and if you're not, by the way, get in the Discord, you've definitely seen me and Jules and a few other people talk about it, because it is fucking...
Really good.
It's fantastic. It's an absolute work of art. It'll make you laugh. It will fucking make you cry. It's very sad.
Yeah.
It tackles like mental health and the self like nothing I've ever seen, like ever. It's help me articulate it, Jules. What am I trying to say here? It's like
I think different voices represent the different aspects of the main characters, which is just so good.
yeah, like in like a normal TTRPG where you'd have like, you know, like sleight of hand or lock picking, your skills are like bits of your brain.
Yeah.
So it's like your volition, your inland empire, your physical instrument.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's this beautiful, like even the art. It's like that sort of pre-rendered background, but you move around in it, sort of thing. I'm not going to spoil the story because I genuinely believe if you've got fucking 20 quid to spare, 'cause it might not even be as dear as that now. Pick it
It
up.
goes for £10. I think that's what I
Yeah,
got it
it's
last
cheap
time.
quite a lot. Pick it up, play it. It'll change your fucking life. It's amazing. Don't sit down and play it if you've had a bad day or a rough week at work.
Well, there's a comedic aspect to it, at
Oh,
least.
don't get me wrong. There's bits that are fucking hysterical at the
I
beginning.
sat and played it for a wee bit
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago at yours, and
I
I
wanted-
nearly died.
I wanted
Well,
to
you
watch
can
more
die
of it.
within the first
Yeah,
2 minutes.
I nearly died of embarrassment because the stupid little bastard child
Oh,
wouldn't
no,
listen
you
to
can
me.
die even earlier than that in a game by trying to get your tie, I think, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
I actually feel like I nearly died.
You
because
also,
I nearly strangled myself on the tie.
almost died talking to the woman outside your room because you said, "I want to make fuck at you," which works, by the way, guys. Try that.
Yeah.
Don't. That's a bad joke. But no, like the rough sort of theme is you are. I mean, I'm not even going to say his name because that's part of the game and stuff as well. You're a detective who wakes up in a hotel and you are suffering. You've drank so much, to use a direct quote, you bludgeoned yourself into oblivion.
Yeah.
And you're currently suffering an ego death where you wake up and you do not know who you are.
I've tried the second playthrough to try and hide that from everyone else as far as possible. No, everyone clocks you immediately and
'Cause
goes,
why are you acting totally
Yeah.
differently? Because it is basically, it's like a death of the self. You don't know who you are. You wake up, you don't know your name. You like, there's even one of the most like important parts of the opening of that game is you go to a mirror and you stop yourself like, wait, are you sure you want to do this? You don't know what you look like. You can't fucking change this. If you go to that mirror, you're gonna know what you look like forever. Like it's amazing. But anyway, the whole part is you wake up, you've got an ego death, you've no idea who you are, but you quickly find out that you're a police officer. Not only that, you're a homicide detective and you're literally on the scene of a homicide. So you have to like piece back together your own broken psyche, figure out what the fuck reality is and what your place is in it, and also do your job as an actual police, which is it's fucking amazing. The writers, like I'm sure it won BAFTAs. I'm pretty sure it did.
Very possibly,
It was 6 years old a couple of days ago.
Nice.
Half 6th birthday. Let's go.
Well, maybe not, because Zom are kind of shit. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But like the game is absolutely fantastic, and like we kind of touched on as well, your skills in it are parts of your brain, like different parts of your psyche. So you will react differently to if you're like physically minded or if you're like kind of more thoughtful or emphatic and stuff. You can internalize thoughts as like skills and stuff that you would see, like if you had like a feat in D&D, like, oh, great weapon fighting, I'm better at fighting with like great weapons and stuff. You internalize thoughts of like stuff of like society. So obviously, if you know me, I picked up one of the things you can pick up is like communism and internalize that as like a political sort of thing. And some of it can get quite fucked up, and you can go like really fascist if you want, or really centrist. You can also like give into like the different, it's all the different parts of your brain. It's fucking mad. So you can really give into like the physical animal side of it. So my guy in my first playthrough internalized communism almost fucking immediately. So that gave me the option to ask people for money and like, you know, like say down with the bourgeoisie and pay all landlords, but also got addicted to cigarettes because you fail. There's like a dice rolling thing.
I was going to say that's the reason why we're talking about it. It's because like very much like a TTRPGs, you roll for your checks, like to try and even though punch a guy, to try and talk someone out of something.
But even though you're not like clicking the roll dice button, you're clicking on a thing and it's giving you a percentage of success depending on what skills and stuff you've got. And I failed, and then it gave me this cigarette advert amount of text to the point where I was like, I want a fucking cigarette. Jesus Christ. It was like you can see this delicious cylinder of high quality tobacco burning away in a porcelain sort of, and like it is delicious.
Don't do cigarettes.
Please don't smoke. It's like, it's delicious, it's life affirming. All you really want is to put that between your lips and take a long smooth drag. And I was like, fuck's sake. And because I failed, my physical kind of bit, my body was like, you need to get cigarettes. You get the quest was like, find cigarettes and smoke them. Do it. Just find cigarettes and smoke them. And it's fucking great. You can really do whatever you want in a game that genuinely, if you rush through it, you can finish in like 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's not massive, but there's so much. It's deep as fuck. Like I think I've played like 80 hours of it, and I've only completed it once. It's got such a sort of gentle style that I don't know if you could do it in a TTRPG. I don't know how you'd really. I think you'd need to have like chats with the players beforehand.
That, and it's the music, it's the graphics, the art in it, and everything, and the voice acting. Just everything goes together to create
beautiful
one thing.
And it's fully voice acted as well. So everybody you come across has got like dialogue and shit, and it's amazing. And it is like you said, it's these pre-rendered backgrounds. The art is beautiful. It's one of the most gorgeous games I've ever seen. To the point where there's probably some prints I'm gonna get. And hang up in the flat just because it's so like amazing and evocative and shit. It's great. But it did make me, and the whole time I was playing it, I was like, fuck, how would this work on the table? Yeah. Would you need to like sit people down and be like, here, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. Would it be like a similar to like a 10 Candles experience where like, here, this might get
trigger
fucked?
warnings.
Yeah, like because going from the game of what Disco Elysium is, and again, going to fucking jam the camera, fucking play it. Obviously look after yourself. It does get pretty fucking heavy, but I really do believe everybody should play it. Yeah. If it was if you were TTRPGing it, but it's absolutely the sort of thing you've got to sit down and be like, right, safety tools, because we're going to cover this. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's because it covers some really, really, really real shit.
Yeah, it's all like VTM in that way. Is that you have to go through safety checks.
I absolutely love Disco Elysium. I'm probably going to play more of it this week. And again, fucking you should as well. Nah. But Zalm or Zom have kind of fucked it. There's never going to be a sequel. And it ends on a bit of a kind of cliffhanger, a hopeful cliffhanger, but the cliffhanger nonetheless, because both sides, it was between the producer and the writers.
There's been issues between them figuring out some issues with funding and where the money was going and being able to prove that and everything like that. Some of them left and went to do their own thing.
Yeah, there's a really ugly split. And it's gotten like nasty, like on kind of social media and stuff. There's like 3.5 hour video documentaries on YouTube if you want to watch to try and get to the bottom of the iceberg. It's fucking wild, which is a shame because when they worked together, they created maybe one of the most beautiful pieces of media that us as a species, and I'm not trying to fucking oversell it, has cooked up. I honestly think it's beautiful. It's amazing. You'll laugh, you'll cry, it'll change your life. It's so fucking good. And I'm so annoyed that it collapsed due to just fucking capitalistic fucking greed. Like, they just fell out over fucking money and shit.
Yeah. And which feels like very not Disco Elysium code.
It's not so much the creators than the producers, than the company that owns it. That's a problem. The creators have now left and gone to do their own thing.
And I think that's a problem across the gaming sphere. Yep. That like funding is like, you can't, the capital to get a game going and up and running is so great nowadays, especially if you want to be like ethically paying your staff well enough. That you're gonna have real problems getting the capital up front. And having, I mean, to be fair, Disco Elysium has such a cult following now, that if they were to bring out something of it, I think they could easily pitch that they would be able to make X amount of money from it.
It'd be something different. They won't have the rights to that anymore.
Exactly.
I think
But
it would
that's
be a
again the
weird
problem,
one because
yeah.
I think
There's
people
a-
would maybe be like, yeah, no, we're not touching that. We'll
Yeah.
play the original and then we're not going to go anywhere near any sequel because it's,
Yeah, very
it seems
sort
to be
of-
maybe tarnished in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very sort of CD Projekt Red
Yeah.
era kind of
Uh-huh.
problems with the company that you want to play the game, but there's problems with the company. You're like,
There is a spiritual successor coming out.
Okay.
Where the writers, because it's basically, because it was against the writers, the producers, writers were like,
Yeah.
yeah, you gave us the money, but we made this fucking game, which is fair
Yeah.
dues. I'll always back the writers up. They basically do this everywhere. It's like a sort of like a spy and that kind of shit, similar sort
Right,
of thing.
okay.
Where you've got the skills and stuff. There's also Esoteric Ebb, which is a kind
What
of
about that?
there's a D&D style one similar to
Ooh.
Disco Elysium, in that your skills, you react to them based on like kind of what you're kind of like your strength is or your dex is and stuff.
Yeah.
That's been made by, I think it's Thunderful Games are making that. There's a demo out there now. It's very, very fun. So there's that as well. But I just wanted to talk about Disco Elysium
Disco
for a wee
Elysium.
bit because
I
I
like it.
honestly think it's amazing.
I mean, I haven't played it. I'll be honest.
I think people should.
But
It
very
does,
heavy.
it does cover some heavy shit.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I have never laughed out loud so much at a game in my fucking life.
The main character is awful. It's a terrible human being.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
because you're playing him, you go along on the journey and
Yep.
you kind of find what makes him good.
Yeah.
Not that all the terrible thing he's doing to himself and others.
It's
Yeah.
every time you find out a little bit about your past, you're like, fuck me, I suck.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I suck so hard. Like, what the fuck? And it makes you want to be better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good fucking game, you guys. Jesus Christ, you really got to play it.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um,
What other CRPGs before I just fucking turn this into Disco
Ah.
Elysium podcast?
Oh,
Like,
the big one is Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate
It's
3.
Baldur's
recently.
Gate 3. You've all fucking played it. We've had people that have came to Rollway Nights
Yeah.
who are like, don't worry, I know how to play D&D. I've played Baldur's Gate
Ah.
3. And you're
Yeah.
like, fucking
But have you, though?
sit down. We're going to have a chat. Like, fair enough. I mean, technically you're right, but also no, not at all.
No. Yeah. Yeah. BG3 is good. Larian have done a grand job, and I think Larian themselves being a good company
Yes.
is probably why the game, like, there's so many good references to D&D in it.
Yeah.
It feels like, even if you weren't familiar with D&D, and if you are, it feels like a treasure hunt when you play it, because you're like, oh, I know this, oh, I know that, oh, I've heard
Yeah.
this, oh, I've heard that. It's just a good fucking game. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just so well made, and it uses basically the 5e rules as
Yeah.
its entire fucking set.
But the
Yeah.
previous game, Divinity Original Sin,
Oh.
1 and 2,
And then,
very similar,
Mhm.
but did not have the D&D
Yeah.
layer on top of it.
No.
And story and
well,
IP.
it
So
kind of did, because there was
kind
some
of,
critical role
yeah.
characters were introduced in
Yeah.
later DLC.
But
Yep.
they never was popular as
No.
Baldur's Gate 3.
And do you know why I think? It's because it was very crunchy.
yeah.
I think my comparison of BG3 to Divinity 2 is that's Pathfinder and
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 is
If
5e.
you look at the skill page in Divinity Original Sin, it's like fucking,
Yeah. Which is
looks like-
Pathfinder.
yeah, but
like,
like,
you need a master degree in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, Baldur's Gate 3 took like level up in a character and made it
Yeah,
so straightforward.
Just bing, done. On to the next one. Yeah. I mean, I've played a few. The OG Baldur's Gates when they were top down.
so fucking tough.
The Path of Exile as well. Divinity Original Sin. But the one I really want to talk about, and it's one I think is a little bit kind of under the radar in some circles and isn't really a video game that gets played often, Shadowrun.
Here, I've got
I
the fucking
love
Steam.
Shadowrun.
I've got the
There was a
Steam.
video game of
No,
that.
there's two.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
there's the base game and then you've got the director's cut of Dragon.
Oh, I thought that was two separate ones because I've got the first
It
one
kind of is.
Yeah.
It's effectively a...
because it's standalone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look at Shadow.
If you've ever wanted to cut about as a cyberpunk fucking elf
Dragonfall, yeah.
with dual katanas,
And there is a
hacking
Hong
people's
Kong
heads
version
in
as well.
Seattle. Yeah,
Yeah, so you got Hong Kong Dragonfall Returns and the base one. But yeah, so good. It is much like Baldur's Gate 3 is 5e.
Mhm.
Shadowrun, the video game, is just playing Shadowrun, the
Yep.
system. It does a lot of the heavy lifting for you in terms of building your character, your skills, and all that kind of stuff. But it is just brilliantly brutal.
Mhm.
And I think that's what I really like about it. And I think it's kind of the same as like XCOM for me, which is kind of an RPG,
Aye.
but it's not.
It's a strategy game with RPG elements.
Yeah.
And
Like,
probabilities and stats, I guess.
Yeah, because there is a story to it. There is like your actions have consequences.
your guys level up and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is an RPG element to it, but it is a strategy game at its core. It's where Shadowrun is based entirely off of the RPG, and it's so incredibly good. The art style is wonderful. It's like kind of isometric 3D, so you're running around. If you're playing a hacker, like when you get into the sort of cyber version, like the cyber world is so good, like that little mini game that you have there. And then even if you play like brutal frontline characters, you're just like hitting heavy and murdering folk.
One of my favourite things about Shadowrun, because I'd probably go back to it, because I got them ages ago.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty, well, I wouldn't say, well, not old, but they've been out a while.
They have been. I mean, yeah.
As you'd get into like a fight, and then like you'd have like some other fuckers that are on the other side, and they've got like SMGs.
Yeah.
And they're shooting at you.
Small machine guns.
Submachine guns. And like someone in
you
a
say
room,
small?
someone in a room up the back is in cyberspace trying to fucking hack you.
Yeah.
But then you've got a frontline mage who's brought up the tree of life that's fucking giving. So it's like you're fighting a guy who's got guns and magic and a cyber attack and some dickheads trying to charge you with a hammer.
Yeah.
It's like this is everything's happening all at once.
And it's all set to this like anti-capitalist horrid background.
Eat the fucking rich. Sorry, let me go.
Yeah, I love Shadowrun. It's a very crunchy system to run, and it's definitely not one-shotable.
The car crash type of combats are what dragged me to it. Like,
Well, I think that's the other thing about it. Is, as I say, it's brilliantly, it's beautifully brutal. It's much like Morkborg in that way, in that your character is probably going to die. But hey, guess what? That's just what that future is. You are a runner. You are absolutely a resource that will probably end up being dead for some sort of anti-capitalist agenda issued to you somewhere, so that you can gain capitalist wealth of your own from the rich to redistribute amongst the underworld.
Fucking A.
And like building up your tech as well, so like finding new like discs as a runner, as a hacker, finding new magic as a mage, finding new weapons as
bigger and worse shotguns.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
many
it. Weapons,
shotguns.
and that's it. It's just like, it's that wonderful. And I think I mentioned it when we were talking about settings. Is that I think that Shadowrun set in a cyber futuristic world with magic and guns, it's so bright of a system against a very dark backdrop.
I feel you could hack something out of Cyborg, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Cyberpunk has its own system, but
No,
to make it
but
one-shotable, yeah.
Like as you were saying, just talking about settings and genre and taking them out of the system. maybe,
100%,
and
yeah.
I did have that infamous game where I ran Morkborg inside Cyborg once. It can be done. I'm never doing it again because my fucking...
So is that kind of like... and I mean, unless anyone... I'm actually going to save that segue. Has anyone got any other CRPGs that they want to talk about?
Well, the one I was going to talk about, I've realised I've not actually played an awful lot of it, but Citizen Sleeper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah. Fucking Citizen Sleeper's class.
About that one.
It's a very wee game. I think I bought it for like £3. So
It's
very
frequently
wee
on sale a
game.
lot. The sequel is also very good. There's two of them.
Ooh.
I've kind of forgotten the premise of it. You're like a robot.
You're a sleeper.
You're a sleeper. And there's a D6 system. Honestly, forgotten everything about it.
Tag me in, coach. There we go. You play as a synthetic humanoid known as a sleeper, and this is going to jump into the anti-capitalist fucking eat the rich, all that kind of shit. If you are in debt by so much, there's a corporation where you can put yourself into cryostasis and upload your consciousness into a body to work off your debt while you sleep your life away frozen until you've worked off all the years that you own. Pretty fucking horrible Blade Runner sort of future.
Yep.
But you don't know who you are, you just have consciousness in this sleeper body, and you start off on Erlen's Eye, which is a space station where you kind of know just who you know you've got consciousness, you know you've got free will, but you've escaped. And you're on this like frontier fucking space station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura's back.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Laura's back.
And I've forgotten again.
Time back in. So you've escaped and you wake up in like a junkyard, but because you are like corporate property, you are much like Apple, fuck Apple, who make shit to break, they fucking do. Samsung all the way, I love Android, fuck off. You are proprietary corporate fucking property, so you're made to degrade unless you get this proprietary corporate stabilizer, otherwise your synthetic parts will break down.
Right,
and the only way to get that is through the corporations who are looking for you because you are stolen property, because you basically stole yourself by escaping.
Right, okay.
So you're trying to like become a person, and like 'cause people live on this space station and there's like towns and shit, and like you can work at the dockyards, there's all these little people you can make, you can find a cat and feed it. She's back in.
I remember the cat.
It's really
Talk
good.
about the cat, Laura.
It's got
It's a little cat and you feed it.
Cool.
Excellent.
Excellent. But it's got a little D6 system that you rolls a pool of D6 every day.
Yeah.
And it's checks that you do to create actions, and obviously if you've got a 6, that's an automatic pass, a 1's a fail, like that kind of shit. And it's that's a really sweet game as well. It's also very sad and also quite happy.
And the music's really nice.
Music's by a chap called Amos Roddy. Fucking shout out, get that on Spotify. That will lull you off to sleep. But it's fantastic. Like Laura said, it's frequently on sale. That's worth picking up. But that's different to like Disco Elysium, and then obviously your big fucking AAA ones like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I know you've played the fuck out of Baldur's Gate. I've played the fuck out of Baldur's Gate. I've still not completed it.
I don't think I've made it past Act 3.
Do you know that seems to be a theme
It took me ages to get
with Baldur's Gate. Because everybody fucks around in Act 1 for ages.
Yeah.
And then Act 2...
I fucked around in Act 3 a lot, but I'm nowhere near finishing it.
Yeah, I've done fuck all.
I don't even think I've bumped into Minsk and Boo
I don't
yet.
think I've ever played.
Same.
I have bumped into Minsk and Boo.
What did you play as?
Druid. Elf Druid.
Druid.
Ranger all
Elf
the way.
Druid. Yeah.
But no, Citizen Sleeper, sorry, that's got a really sort of like a gentle peril to it,
Yeah.
I guess, because like you are degrading, you gotta fucking like keep finding this stuff, or you're gonna like your bits of your body are gonna slough off and stop working.
Yeah, it's like the helmet in Nightmare.
Yeah, fucking hell, that's a reference. Jesus Christ,
I'm old.
there we go. But no, there's this kind of gentle peril to it, but like the whole point of it is because you are basically someone's consciousness. You can't remember who you are. You've got this sort of kind of, you're starting to find like people have given you like a name and shit like that. You can pick your name. But you meet all these people on Erlen's Eye, this station, and some of them are cunts, some of them are really cool, and some of them are really weird. And like you meet, it's all these sort of like human interactions and all these like other little sort of people that you meet, and they're caught up in their own little kind of shit. And it's just, it's quite cool using this. I'm not a person yet, but I'm learning as a vehicle to like interact with shit. It feels really fucking good. It's very well made. I wish I could remember the name of the studio off the top of my head, but it should be easy enough to find. Citizen Sleeper. I've not played the second one yet. I only recently completed the first one after playing the fuck out of it, because there's a lot of different options and a lot of different ways you can play it. Part of the second one is just as good, if not better.
So it's developed by Jump Over the Age and published by Fellow Traveller for Mac OS, Mac, Windows, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X on the 5th of May 2022.
There you go. Pick it up. It's honestly, you won't regret it. It's really, really good fun.
Yeah.
Have we got any other CRPGs we can think about?
I don't think so.
We've covered most of the big ones.
I am going to use your whole Citizen Sleeper as a segue
Wow.
into our indie TTRPG picks, because both Citizen Sleeper and Disco Elysium, to a point, make me think of Die, the RPG.
Interesting.
So Kieran Gillen and Stephanie, I always forget Stephanie's surname and I feel terrible every time. Stephanie Hans. So Stephanie's and Kieran worked on the system. Kieran worked on the comic book as well. And the premise of Die is that you as children played D&D. You are a system, a tabletop role-playing game of some sort, except that you were transported into a mystical realm which sucked your entire consciousness and and you had to fight your way out of it, except one of your friends was left behind.
No.
Years later, your characters have long forgotten about this whole thing. They never really forgot, they always remembered. But years later, they start to think about the game again and go, we
need to go back.
Yeah, we need to go back.
We need to find out what happened.
There's things that start to happen that they're like, this is drawing us back in. We need to go and get them.
That sounds
So the Die RPG is basically
The comic book is really good. It's
going
only
back.
2 volumes.
Yeah, it's so incredible. Like Kieran Gillen just just knocks it out of the park.
Big Stranger Things vibes as well, kind of.
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of kind of influence, a lot of kind of things across it.
But more modern.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a little bit more modern set. But yeah, the premise of the comic book is incredible, and it transfers so well into an RPG because it is a TTRPG in of itself. But the other thing that I really, really like about the Die RPG is your character progression. Is that it's not linear. So it's not like in D&D. You go to level 1, level 2. Everyone's character hits a level thing, and they all get the same thing. So when you hit level 5, you'll get an ASI or a feat. If you hit level 7, you'll get this or whatever. But when in Die, it's like little triangular paths. Some characters are a little bit more linear, and it's because their character develops over time, and other times it splinters. And it's just the book's beautiful, the artwork's incredible, and just it's such a wonderful, wonderful system to sit in. Because it's like, as you say, it's like playing D&D, like playing Cyborg and Mortborg. It's like playing D&D and D&D. It's such a weird thing to experience, but it's beautiful. And yeah, Kieran and Steffi absolutely smashed it out of the park.
That's the Die RPG.
Die RPG, which I know...
I think Chum Billy's into that.
Big
He's
time.
got a tattoo of it. He's got a tattoo of the logo of
That's
Die.
fucking, yeah, just a wee bit. I think he's a little bit interested in it. I think he's heard of it before.
But yeah, that's my indie pick.
Well, I've got one, and it should be no surprise after who we're talking to last episode. Fucking Mythic Bastion Land with Chris McDowell. Holy fucking shit. As I said in my brief little kind of covering of Into the Odd, I have not read... These are the 2 newest RPGs that we've added to our collection. I have not read books that have captured my imagination like these in so long. It's the kind of equal parts of like the kind of minimalist, almost sort of vague sort of world building that tells you everything you need to know, but also at the same time tells you fuck all and lets your brain run wild, and be like super tight like rule set for like combat and like just role playing in general. It's fantastic. Mythic Bastion Land, for those of you who don't know, although I know you've heard me fucking wax lyrical about it if I've been in person anytime soon, recently. You are basically playing knights.
Yeah.
A bunch of knights. Almost too many knights. How many knights? 72 fucking knights you can pick from to play as in this game, which is wild, but might seem a little bit daunting. I'll break it down for you.
Break it down.
Break it down. Thank you, MC Hammer. You basically have to roll for your knights and pick out who you are. And you can be fucking anything. So there's your normal like the tourney knight. You've got a lance and a barded warhorse. Cool, you're a knight. You do knight-like things. And then there's some fucking weird ones like the Toad Knight. What the fuck's a Toad Knight? Do you know what I mean you've got like a pitchfork and it's like you've got strange sort of abilities. You've got a horse that's got no bones. Like, what the fuck? What does that mean? What the fuck? Like,
we were rolling for these on the train.
We were rolling for these on the train.
Did you roll for the horse that absolutely just fucking despises you?
I know it was Elsa.
Oh, Elsa rolled.
I thought it was really funny, that train ride. There was a woman there on the train that wasn't with us, but so interested.
Oh yeah, she was locked in.
She was waiting for you to ask her to roll a dice.
Did you let her?
No, I didn't pick up on it until like
because she left. She got off at like.
But like we were
Lindsay or some shit.
We were reading Mythic Bastion Land on the train. And I was like, I can't fucking believe this. I was getting everybody to roll the knights just to see how mad the knights were.
Yeah.
And there was just this like wee woman God lover who was just like kind of like peeking through like.
It was so funny.
Like fucking locked in, like I don't know what's going on, but I want to find out what night I am.
Yeah.
But the knights are fantastic, and they're like I said, it's as if like Chris was getting charged $1,000 per word, because like the way that he, the way he writes it, it's like it gives you just exactly the amount of information that you need to know. So it's like
being charged $1,000 per word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Makes a lot more sense.
What did you think I said?
Yeah, no,
honestly, I heard what you said and I thought you meant it the other way around.
Yeah, so he was charging.
Yeah, he's been charged $1,000 per word, but he's got a 40 grand budget.
That's
synced.
So it's so like
precise.
So like what does the tourney knight do? He goes to tourneys and he wins. Like, okay, and then there's stuff like the fucking like just mad shit. Like what's the Soul Knight?
Yeah.
You don't fucking know. You heard of a Soul Knight before? No, but it gives you like a little bit of this, gives you a handful of fucking equipment, tells you what your weird horse is, and then your seer. So every knight has a seer. These are these weird beings throughout the world that know everything, and you can always go to, but they have a price. So like there's like the painted seer, he wants you to get a tattoo or something every time you go and see him. Like there's just like mad shit. In the same vein, there's 72 myths. So in a normal game, you can one-shot it as well. I'm going to be one-shotting it soon, so fucking eyes peeled. You can pick up to like 6 myths, which are basically these like little timed charges that are going to tick away, and eventually at some point they're going to go off that you kind of have to go and sort of deal with. So it's not like your traditional sort of quests where, you know, like, oh, someone's kidnapped the mayor's daughter, so it's like, oh, I guess we gotta go to fucking see what the mayor's daughter's all about.
Again.
Yeah, like fucking just like again, yeah, fucking no, but they'll be like the myths will have like a little bit of text that could be like a poem. Some of them are poems, most of them are poems.
Yeah,
and it'll be like, what the fuck's, what does that mean? So I don't know. Fucking see. Could be a thing, or like maybe there's like, you know, there's like some of the myths are fucking weird. Like there's one that's just the hole. And what's going on in the hole? It's like, oh, it's filled with hole folk. Just little ones of the hole. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, that's all it gives you. That's all it gives you. And you so as a DM, it's almost as if it's like, yeah, fucking, on you go. Try and make something out of this. And you're like, I will. Like, it's like, it feels like, as like, my DM mindset, it feels like it's challenging me. Like, I'm gonna make a fucking one shot. I'm gonna fucking make a campaign. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
It's got similar rules to Into the Odd. It's my emotional support copy of Into the Odd.
Yeah, he keeps it around.
Just in case, I believe it's bulletproof. Can I keep it a bit here? Similar to
I'll
like,
fucking find one.
Which is one of my favourite mechanics I've seen recently, and again, this is just from Chris's stuff that I've seen it, is as much as I love combat, you know that, I love a good fucking scrap in an RPG. When it gets to a lot of bodies on the field, it gets like clown car fighting.
Yeah.
And it can really fucking slow down, and then you're just kind of going like, right, a row. Okay, I miss. Right, what does he do? Okay, it's his turn. Okay, he misses. Right, okay, fuck's sake. And you're going through like 12 nameless dickheads, and they're all fucking missing because they're all shit. What we do in Mythic Bastion Land is we band them into war bands.
I like that.
So as soon as it's like over like fucking 6 or 7 or whatever, you band them into war bands. So your normal damage won't do shit because you're fighting like a group of people, but when you start doing like heavy damage or critical, then you start like knocking members out of the fucking band and stuff, and you can have war bands of your own. So rather than going like round the table going like, Greg, it's your turn, right, you fucked up. Laura, it's your turn. Okay, you hit. What did you do? Okay, you barely hit. No, it's like boom, 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 boom. So even the big fights are over quickly.
Yeah.
Another thing is your stats, and it's like your vigor and your clarity. You've only got 3. Double up is like your sort of health, similar to Heart and Spire. So if you get too much of that, you're just fucking dead. But fights, they feel like they've got a weight to it. So you tire down, you slow down. The longer you're fighting in combat, you start to like chip away at like your vigor. And if you get down to your vigor, then you're fucking knackered, then you can't swing your sword anymore, like that sort of stuff, which I really sort of like. So it's not just like, oh yeah, you're chipping away at my hit points, it's cool, I've got 300 hit points. So I was like, nah, if you get hit the wrong way, it will like knock you off your fucking like your guard, and then you're going to be less effective at the fucking like the swing. When you get crits and stuff, there's different sort of like kind of mechanics and moves you can sort of like kind of pull off, like flourishes, like using your fucking like your heavy like kind of armored self to like just absorb a blow from like one of your weaker pals, whatever, which might hurt you but will inspire them and give them an extra pip in their fight, like that sort of stuff. The combat really feels like a proper mosh pit, but in a good way. Yeah. Like, it's like, we're gonna, it's not just like an honorable duel. It's like, nah, let's fucking do this. Like, it's like the last duel or fucking the king. Like, these plate armored warriors, it wasn't like, no, they were wearing fridges of armor. It wasn't like one cut would do it. They had to beat the shit out of each other and then fucking, you know, stick a knife in their neck when they were knackered and couldn't breathe. It feels like this proper, sludgy, hardcore sort of fighting, but mixed with this sort of, like this kind of believable sort of fantasy. Yeah. So yeah, there's like goblins and shit running about and stuff, and some of the myths are like kind of weird or more typical sort of fantasy creatures, but other ones are just like a fucking, there's like a funeral procession. What's going on over there? I don't know, I can fucking see. Or like, oh, this town's acting really weird, like fucking go shout at them, or these peasants have stopped paying taxes. So it feels like the bit before King Arthur got his shit together. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It feels like the kingdom's like just spinning up. Yeah. So it's not at the good times yet. You've not reached the golden age, but it feels like you're on the way there.
It's while Merlin and Arthur, and they're doing their shit before it's the king.
Oh yeah.
And everyone else is just carrying on with their day.
Absolutely.
BBC's Merlin.
Oh, bits.
Maybe. Oh, Merlin was great.
Was
great
show. But it's given me massive vibes of just like Knights on a Quest. Which I feel like my only option before was like D&D for that kind of, but like even then it's like, oh, I'm not a knight, I'm a fucking artificer, I'm a druid. Like, cool, got you. But now it's like, no, we're all knights, we've all got our own weird sort of oaths, and I'm dying to get that on the table. Yeah, especially after talking to Chris. I'm so excited. Yeah, that should be good. Laura, Jules, you guys got anything?
I've got nothing.
Nothing.
I've got nothing.
I mean, fair though.
She looks so sad
That just
about it,
means.
I know it's like gutted, like, oh no, I'm not good.
But that just means, though, Laura, it means that you've already hit your perfect gathering of indie TTRPGs as it stands.
Aye.
So this is a challenge to you people.
/ I have a bunch that I still haven't ran yet.
There's also that. But this is a challenge to you, and
That's
I'm
never
shouting out
stopping.
every indie TTRPG creator right now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make Wee Laura a new game.
Do it.
Make me a new game. I
Do
want
it
it
now.
to be like a mixture of Stardew Valley and Scurry and
There's got to be some cozy ones out there.
Stardew Valley is a capitalist hellscape, and I will die on that hill.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dart of our each.
Yeah.
We've got nothing to lose but our
Yeah,
chains.
yeah, I suppose
We are entitled to the sweat of our own brow.
The fact that you can marry the doctor and he still
and he
charges
still
you.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway,
I mean, he's still
Right.
got a bit of money
There's just
somewhere.
interest-
before
He's just a
There's
bit of a
insurance
before I
to
get
pay.
off on
But
one,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't
before we get
apologise
off
for the parasite class, Laura.
on- Jules,
I've
you
got
have
one with me.
Yeah, you have actually done your homework and brought in your physical copy of the actual book you're talking about.
Wonder Home.
Yeah.
To the camera.
Show the camera.
I don't know if
That
it's
one
the
there?
camera.
That one.
Here's,
Oh.
here's.
Oh, pass it here now.
You know what you're looking at.
Ooh, it's
By-
shiny.
By J
Wow.
Dragon, which is a
You
great
can't see
name.
that well, but yeah.
I love that it's a square book.
I know.
Yeah.
You're a fucking square book.
I had to
I
hunt.
fucking heart
I had
strike.
to hunt for a copy of it on the internet, out of
Really?
print everywhere. I found
Oh,
one
damn.
shop in England that was selling it on eBay,
Oh.
but that was the only copy they had
Wow.
on all of eBay. But no, it's great. It's about cute wee animals dressed like humans, and
Oh.
it's all about the journey.
know,
It's
it's so
about the journey, not
cute.
the destination. It's about traveling through
Aw.
the seasons and about going to like seasonal festivals and this kind of thing. It's really
Yeah.
cute, really fun, and really unique. You can play like really unique classes, and it's really about creating a unique character that you create through the help of the players around you, asking question person to the
Mhm.
left, question person to the right, and help you create your own character. One of them is a retired knight that carries a sword, and if you take out the sword for any reason, that's it, you're done.
Wow.
He's retired. He's
Mm.
not using his sword anymore, so if he has to use it, it's a failure. This is the last thing
Wow,
this character
okay.
does when you
Right.
create a new character.
So if it ever gets to the point where you're like, the sword's coming out, it's like, well, you've oh, that's kind of fucking. I
That's
like
really
that.
cool.
So this is a combatless game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just
Just to find that
yeah.
character
Not that
because
TTRPGs need to have combat,
the
as we talked about
veteran.
before.
Yeah.
But-
yeah, because it's kind of like Monster of the Week in that way, is that Monster of the Week has combat mechanics in it, but
Mhm.
it's not really.
so
Yeah, it's
so
not a combat game.
No.
I think the combat in Monster of the Week is weird and janky.
It is a little bit, but there's ways round it, and I
Yeah.
suppose we can get that into another pod. But yeah, sorry, Jules.
So this guy, yeah, the veteran, you wield the blade that must never be drawn again, and there's a list of things you can always do. Say a quick calming phrase, leap to your feet, say, I don't do that anymore. Or the last one, take out your blade and immediately kill the person in front of you. Then remove your character from the game. You cannot play them any longer. That's the last
that's
thing you
super
do.
cool.
That's pretty powerful.
But there's like a
Wow.
bunch of things, and each character is just such a unique class
Mhm.
that has unique things to help you roleplay your character, but also create something that's really the one you have played and
Mhm.
Amazing.
gone on a journey with your friends. And it's I really like the vibe of it.
It sounds really cozy. It's one I've heard a lot about.
Yeah,
It
the
is.
fact that it's all like kind of non-heroic characters is really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Just from the skinny, it sounds a lot like the board game Tokaido.
Yeah.
Because Tokaido's just about having a
Yes.
nice journey.
It's just
Yeah,
about like visiting as
Tokaido's-
many
Uh-huh.
springs and artists and
Oh.
painting and shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Buying,
really
buying nice things.
Yeah.
I really like this concept of seasons as well, because you can play a campaign and just go through winter, autumn,
Well,
and
there is a game coming up very soon that we're all
Yeah.
excited for that has seasons in it.
Soon.
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 But
Yeah.
I really like something that's I don't think I've seen everywhere else is that you're creating this world, the story. You're
Yeah.
choosing random reasons why a festival might be there or what it's about and everything like that, and you let the players essentially build the world. You
Mhm.
ask them questions. You let them roll a dice to pick something unique about something. And
That's pretty cool.
like there's there's a GM, but the GM is more of a felicitator more than anything. It's like
Yeah.
More of a referee.
yeah.
Cool. I really like that. It's funny because when I play in homebrew worlds, I'll often ask players like, what do you want
Mhm.
to have as a home world?
Mm.
And then kind of set up maybe a town or a city and then build a vibe from that. So it's kind of it's interesting that it's mechanically how that actually works.
I really want to play Kids on Bikes as a campaign, a mini campaign.
Yeah.
But where I send messages to a player ahead of it. Tell me rumors about the time. Tell me what the time's about. Tell me.
What game is it that exists in?
Kids on Bikes has pretty much a lot about
And then also-
town creation using player.
Kind of the beats and heart
Yeah.
as well.
There's
Yeah.
unless it's
there,
just
there is a specific game though that you're talking about. That
yeah.
the whole, like,
You learn
that
rumors about your other
yeah.
players.
Alice is missing.
We don't.
Oh, it's 10 candles.
10
Oh,
candles.
there we
10
go.
candles. Yeah. So 10 candles, you learn you like rumors, and then you pass it off to somebody, and you learn that about.
Man,
the
we
person.
got fucking play 10 candles
Oh,
again.
10
Yeah.
candles again. Yeah. But anything
that
else?
sounds delightful.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds great. Anything else about Wanderlust?
Wonder
have
Home.
seen that.
Wonder Home,
in-
sorry. Yeah.
It's
I've seen it in Ancient Robot.
yeah.
Shout out
it's
Ancient
good to know.
Robot.
Love you guys.
I will try and make a one shot of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's going to be a season or a bit less, or just like a week of traveling.
Yeah.
We meet a
be
festival,
something.
something happens. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That could work.
It's really good.
Well, we've got a lot of people in the community that like a cozy game. So
Yeah.
that fucking sounds right up their street. Absolutely.
Laura being a prime culprit.
Laura, Carrie,
I love
Ash,
a cozy game.
True,
I never
yeah.
get to play the
No,
cozy game.
I
I'm
know.
always running the cozy game.
Like,
Yeah,
which
dude,
is
you
fine,
play a
but
lot more games than I do.
I
Ian.
know, but I don't get to play the cozy game.
As much as I like a game with
Games.
combat and shooting and
Mm.
whatever else
Yeah.
and everything, they
Mm.
can be quite fun. I like the exploration and the role play and the narrative more than
Yeah.
True
a lot
fact.
of it.
It's a true fact.
Yeah.
The other thing that's a true fact is time's fucking time.
Time is
Time.
I am
time.
so sorry that we are at a clean hour and one, a
Ooh.
101 for
Lovely.
anyone that read.
Any questions this week, chums?
None. Blame him.
It's perfect.
We have all the answers, none of the questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us for
Mhm.
episode 24 of the Roll With It podcast. Brought to you by the wonderful folks at Variety Bar, where
Yeah.
we are coming to you, quote unquote.
Live. Shout out the VB.
We love the VB.
Only
Great
VB.
pints.
We love the
but-
VB and the VB love us.
They do.
Mhm.
And you can always check us out at the Discord.
Get in the Discord. Get in
We
the
are-
Discord.
If we don't warble about stuff too much, then we will actually have time to answer and ask questions.
Absolutely.
But until then, troops, as always, have a wonderful time. Do everything that Connor wouldn't do, which is a very short list, so don't worry about it.
Brilliant. Bend down, put your own shoes on, have fun.
Aw.
Carry boxes.
Bullshit.
Nah.
Fucking hell.
Mate,
do you know they've given me fucking laxatives in case I shite my eye out?
Oh.
That's terrible, isn't
And
it?
on that fine note, we'll
Sorry.
catch you-
Sorry.
catch you next time.
Sorry, fucking hell.
Bye, everybody.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.